Okay, so for today's video, we're going to start off with a couple of apologies. And the first and biggest one, of course, is how long it took for me to do this next video. In the last video, I mentioned about renovations, and as you would have seen, if you watched that video, I had the green screen behind me. I've moved my whole desk around. I've now got a bit of a backdrop which I can alter and change and add things to the collection, etc. In doing so, I've now got less desk space. So during this video, as I'm going through the games, I might have to do some cuts to move some out of the way, bring stuff in. But in the long term, it's not ideal. But I've got a plan in place, which I don't know how long it's going to be until it comes into fruition, but we'll see. In the last video as well, I also put a bit of gameplay on the screen. Today, I won't be, because there is that many to list off to showcase. I will say a couple of words about the games that I've brought, and if I can remember, I will, highlight where they came from, etc. So let's jump straight into it, and we'll start with Deadpool. So this was literally the last game that I brought in April. I can't remember if it was the last day of April or the first day of May, and I got this. And when I recorded the April video, I already had this, but I didn't show it on the video because I then went and platinumed it on my main channel. But everyone's favourite Merc with a Mouth, absolutely brilliant game. Picked it up for £50 on CEX. I know that's quite a lot of money, especially for a 13-year-old second-hand game, but it is now, I believe, £80 on CEX. So, if I traded it in, I'd made a profit. Next one, we got Battle of Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob. I already have played this game. I got it through PS Plus, but I thought, you know what, add it to the collection. And I believe Cosmic Shake is in here as well. Next one up is Judgment. Now, you will see a lot of these games will have the 3 for 2 on and the pre-owned. And I mean, I don't know anything about this game in truth. I assume it's going to be a Yakuza style kind of game. But the reason why a lot of them have got the 3 for 2 or the pre-owned stickers on is because, as many of you will know, Game stopped doing pre-owned. And I went in there the one day, a few days, and they were saying like 50% off the pre-owned price. And apart from a mini fight that I had with an elderly gentleman who stood in front of the whole collection with his phone out checking CEX prices, and then tried to put his trolley in my way so I couldn't step in, I basically went up to the till and was like, I'll wait for him to move. And they were like, well, we've got more boxes here. Do you want to have a look at these? And most of these have come from that box. Some of them, as I'm going to say, I'll never heard of before. This one is one of those. Watch Dogs 2. I've got the original Watch Dogs. Never played them in truth. The only thing I've ever played on any of the Watch Dogs is one of the online races. My brother was struggling with it 9 years ago or something, and I did it for him within 2 attempts. Next one up, Wreckfest. Now, again, I think I own this on PS Plus, but I thought I'll get it on in the collection. It's a game that I'm probably going to platinum at some point in the future. When in the future, I don't know. Now, this one, it's just because I'd never heard of it, never seen it, and I thought, why not? £4, let's go. So, The Inner World, The Last Wind Monk, I believe. Yeah, The Last Wind Monk. I'd never seen it before. I'd honestly have no idea what it's about. I've obviously looked into it since, and I think it's a point and click adventure. Point and click adventures aren't really my style, but who knows. The next one, I actually got this and then heard about it afterwards. I can't remember what I heard about. It was just in a friend of mine's video, but I don't even know how you pronounce that. Is it Marsupilami? No idea. But yeah, another one from Game. 50% off the pre-owned price. I'd never heard of it, so I thought, why not? Okay, the next two, these are literally just, I knew they existed, and I thought, I think I got them for like £2 each or something stupid like that, and I thought, why not? But first one is YouTuber's Life OMG, and I've seen gameplay of this since, and it looks like a mobile game, so I'm not too ecstatic or eager to play that one anytime soon. And the next one, YouTuber's Life 2. I don't know why they dropped the OMG, but they did. The only crap thing about this one is the case is all broke at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. So, wrong side, there we go. So I need to get a new case for that one, but still, it's been added to the collection. Next one is Joe and Mac Caveman Adventure. This is another one that I'm moving it out of the way of the screen. This is another one I'd never heard of before, and having seen the gameplay on the back of the case, it doesn't look like my kind of game. Like, I love retro and old style games, but bit iffy. I'm yet to put it on, but I probably will at some point in the future. Same goes for this one as well. Mickey Storm and the Cursed Mask. Another one that I believe I picked this up from Game in the pre-owned 50% off, even though it's got the CEX sticker on. But I mean, looking at the back of the case now is literally the first bit of gameplay that I've ever seen for it, so I have no idea if that's any good or not. Next one is Justice League Cosmic Chaos. Never saw this before until I picked it up. No idea what the gameplay is. I have absolutely not a Scooby-Doo. It looks childish, but I'm not going to judge. I will put it on at some point in the future. There is a PS5 upgrade available. Nice stuff. Next one is Little Hope. The Dark Pictures. Let me get the correct angle. There we go. If I put it straight, my own monitor reflects off it. And if I use my other monitor, which is just over that way, I'm blinded because it's a bit too big. But yeah, horror game. Don't know much about it, but that was another one that I picked up. And obviously I'm going pretty quick through these, but you will see why when I get to the end of the video. Like, I got loads. Next one, still in the cellophane. I believe this one was from Game as well. In the box that they were like, oh, have a look at these ones first. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered. I don't like Assassin's Creed. I've platinumed Assassin's Creed 2. I played Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, I believe. I played it a lot. I put a lot of hours into it. I wasn't actively going for the platinum. It was before I became a platinum hunter. But I got sick of it, and I can't stand any Assassin's Creed anymore. Next one is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is purely just because I didn't own it physically, and I've got 3 trophies left on this game to get the platinum. They're all the exosuit stuff. More boring than difficult, but at some point in the future I'm gonna tick them off. The next one, I got this because it was 50p, and I thought the case was nice. Elder Scrolls Online Imperial Edition. Put it back into frame, Alex. Go on, you rookie. But yeah, I just like the case. There's not really much else to it, but I got it for 50p. Discs in there and everything. I don't know if you even need the disc anymore. The next one. Now this one could be a disaster, or it could be amazing. It's not amazing. It's dead. Goosebumps Dead of the Night. Now, anyone that has watched my main channel stuff will know that I cannot stand, I hate, detest with a passion the Goosebumps game. because I'm a lover of the books. Well, I was as a child. But I've seen that gameplay on this is considerably different to the original game. So I picked it up. It wasn't £12. I would not have paid £12 for it. I can't remember how much it was, but it was not £12. The next one. Now this one, I can't remember the channel name. I think it might have been the Polygon Dom or something like that. But he had like a hidden gems. So as it happens, the same day or the day after I went into CEX and I found The Republic. I have no idea what the game's about. I did know what it was about because I watched that video and he explained what it was about. But I picked it up, it was like £4 I think, £4 or £5. I mean, it's in almost mint condition with the exception of the stupid sticker. Okay, so moving on, we've got Phobia, Saint Difna Hotel. Horror game, that's as much as I know. Literally, as you can tell from this video, half of these games that I've brought just to add to the collection, I ain't got a Scooby-Doo about them. Not an absolute clue. I was going to say something completely different, which would have got me probably banned off YouTube. Alien Isolation. It wouldn't have got me banned. It'd have just, you know, I'm trying not to swear too much in my videos. Alien Isolation. I've never played it. I've seen it numerous times. I don't think it's my kind of game, but it is one that I am going to be giving a try in the near future. But everyone knows what that game is. Well, almost everybody. Then another one that I'm close to platinum in. I think I've got 4 trophies, and again I didn't have it in my collection. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Probably one of the worst Call of Duties. Either that or Ghosts. Fun fact, I'm actually working on the platinum for Ghosts not as we speak. I haven't got the controller in my hand, but I've literally just come off it to record. Next one, I mean, Untitled Goose Game. I know it's an easy platinum. The case is falling apart a little bit. I have absolutely no interest in playing it, but I thought, why not add it to the collection? My mind changes like the weather. 1 minute I'm dead set in the mood for a first-person shooter. The next minute I want to play a turn-based combat game. The next minute I want to be a goose and quack at people. But yeah, there's that one. The next one I have no interest in playing, because even though I've heard it's not as bad now, I know it had an absolutely horrendous launch, and that is Mass Effect Andromeda. Obviously the original trilogy, all fantastic games. Mass Effect Andromeda, it just didn't quite hit the same. The next one, I'm actually shocked. I didn't realise that I didn't own this, because I've definitely played it like 6 or 7 times. Maybe not that many, about 4. But Skyrim. PS4 edition. I've still got to add PS5 edition. Is there a PS5? Can you buy it? Put my teeth back in. Can you get Skyrim on PS5? I don't know. But everyone knows Skyrim. I just added it to the collection. It was a game that I was missing. Another one, and I did not pay $17.99 for this one, thankfully. I think this was another one in the 50% off pre-owned. But Madison. I love horror games. I'm too much of a scaredy cat to play horror games, unless someone's with me. And the only time anybody's with me is my girlfriend, who is not into gaming in the slightest. She thinks it's a waste of time. Slingy Rook. But yeah, Madison, it intrigues me. I do want to play that. I'm just waiting for my balls to drop, basically. Okay, so the next one, I don't know if I've dropped the ball here or whether it's just like the basic. Long story short, I've got a local shop near me that does a lot of like retro games, and like all his prices are you know, seem to be on the slightly dear side. Like, you know, I could go in there tomorrow and find like Battleborn for PS4, which doesn't even work anymore because the servers are off and everything. I'm pretty sure he's charging like £2 for it, and I'm pretty sure Game was charging 50p for it while it was still running. Something along, you know, that kind of level. But he had this game in one of his glass cases, brand new, still cellophaned, for £40. So when I saw this Samurai Showdown for £8, that's why I picked it up. I have no idea how the game plays. I have no idea if it's actually worth that kind of money or whether he's just mistaken. But Samurai Showdown, my lisp came out a slightly bit then. Next one, another horror. Again, I have no idea what it's about. I just liked the cover work. Song of Horror. Looks decent. I don't know how it plays. Someone will have to tell me if it's any good. I know I'm going quick, but I'm not even, like, I'm about a quarter of the way through. And all these were brought over the last 3 months. I have no idea how you pronounce that. Asterix and Obelix, I think it is. The XXL collection. I have no idea what the XXL collection consists of. I know it's an old cartoon. I think it's an old cartoon. But yeah, I saw a little bit of gameplay from one of the games. I thought it looked funky. I got it for quite cheap. Why not, eh? The next one. I mean, I actually had to watch my last video because I wasn't sure if this was part of it. And if it was, then I don't know how I missed it. But Atomic Heart. A game that I've wanted since it was first announced. And I know that it came out to mixed reviews. But I finally got it for a price that I was willing to pay. It wasn't £19.99, I got it for £10. But yeah. I haven't played it yet. I'm not sure when I'll play it, but I do want to play it. Next one. I mean, I'm never going to play this because it's so old now. Platinum the second game, but I just wanted it for the collection. And that's Destiny 1. Everyone knows Destiny. Now, this one's a banger. I got this digitally. And I've completed it. I haven't got the platinum on it, although it's a potential for the future. But I wanted the disc version, and that is Dragon Age 11, Echoes of the Elusive Age. I mean, sometimes you just love a turn-based JRPG, and that is one of them. Speaking of things that we love, this is far from it, because I've seen the gameplay, I know what this consists of. It looks fucking horrendous. I swore. I don't care. It's Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Adventure. Yeah. And to be honest, the next one is no better. But for £6, why not? It's the PS4 version of Gollum. Now, I know this game is absolutely and utterly trash, but £6, I thought, why not? It can go on the shelf for £6. Thankfully, back to a banger. We've got Shadow of War. Can't remember if this is the first one or the second one. I don't know why my camera is actually being a bit grainy. It's usually always perfect, but for some reason today it wants to act up a little. And then last one of this section, I looked down because I've got a ton more on the floor, but I liked the case on this one, and the Tales games are amazing. But we got Tales of Symphonia remastered. Never played it. I've played the only Tales games I've ever played is Bestiria and Arise, but I'm interested in giving this a go at some point. I liked the case. Beautiful cardboard case. But yeah, so I'm going to cut and then I'll have more games. Okay, so I've got more games now. continuing with the PS4, and I think there's a couple of scattered PS5s, and then I'll explain something towards the end. So we got Eternal Blade, or Turno Blade. Again, another one that I have absolutely no idea what the gameplay is like. I just liked the cover art and got it. Next one, I enjoyed Adventure Time Pirates of the Enchiridion, I believe it's called. So I thought, why not? £6. Finn and Jake's Investigation. I have no idea if it's as good as the other game, but I got it for the sake of getting it. The next one, I picked this up for 50p. And after seeing the gameplay, I can most certainly see why. And that is Zorro. My god, it's horrendous from what I've seen. I don't think I'll be putting that into my PlayStation at any point soon. I'm going to switch it up slightly. So yeah, let's put those there. So this one is literally just a case. I already own Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, but I liked the whole book style. And like, you know, there's where your disc goes, but there's obviously a ton of pages like a book in the middle, artworks, so on and so forth. You are doing an absolutely fantastic job there, Alex. Do not give up your day job. But yeah, you got artwork in there. I liked it. I saw it in the shop and I says, like, can I have it? And the guy was like, nope. I says, come on, I'll give you a few quid for it. And he was like, oh, go on then. No best, mate. A game that I will never play because I've tried it a few times and I just can't get into it, even though it is considered one of the greatest games on the PS4 era. Was it PS4? It might have been PS3 originally, I don't know, but The Witcher 3. Nice one, camera. I can't get into it. No matter how many times I try, I can't get into it. But still, I want the big hitters on in my collection. Speaking of big hitters, Dishonored. Never played it. Dishonored 2. The CEX sticker was blocking it a little bit. But yeah, I've never played it. I have no idea what it consists of. Looks funky. I like people with masks. I'm not a gimp. Next one. I've owned this before and I don't know what happened to it because I wouldn't have got rid of it, so I'm guessing somebody stole it. But I also have it digitally as well, and I love the game and I would like to do the platinum on this, but it is quite long just for what I'm missing. But it is World of Final Fantasy. Can't really see it properly because of the sticker, but if you know it, then fantastic game. Kind of like kind of gives you like Pokemon vibes in a sense, or Digimon. I don't know. I've never watched Digimon. So, next up, Plants vs Zombies. This isn't meant to be in this pile, but here it is. Plants vs Zombies 2. Garden Warfare 2, sorry. I've almost got the platinum on that, and I thought, well, might as well get the disc version of it. Another one, this is a banger, and I can't believe that I didn't have it originally, but Titanfall 2. Just an amazing game. No one can say otherwise. Got another couple here that should not be in this pile. Let me just double check. Okay, so let's just move those over. The next one. Do you want the short version or the full version? Let's start with the full version. Short version, sorry. So we have, still in the cellophane. Can't remember how much I paid for it. I don't think it was much, but we got Mon U. If you want the full title, it's Mon U, defeat monsters, and... oh, it's too small on the side. Defeat monsters and gain strong weapons and armor. You may be defeated, but don't give up. Become stronger. I believe there will be a day when the heroes defeat the Devil King, and that is the actual full title. I don't know if you can see it because of the cellophane being so shitty shiny. But yeah, that is the full title. And it just... I don't know how to explain what this game is. It's like a, I imagine a dungeon crawler from what I can see on the back. And then another one still in the cellophane, but I had to get this because I loved this game when I got it digitally years ago. And that is Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. I don't know what the EX Plus is about, but it's another one that I added to the collection. And to be honest, I'm probably going to take that out of the cellophane in a bit because I actually fancy playing that. Another one in the cellophane. Played this originally digitally. I was very late to the party because I never played the original or whatever. And that is A Hat in Time. Never played it before. When I first started doing my YouTube videos, I was actually streaming on Twitch at the time. And after I finished Spyro the Dragon, which was my first ever video, I then went on to A Hat in Time. And to put it bluntly, I gave up. Not because it was difficult, I just couldn't be bothered. I played like 60% of the game, I'd done like 70% of the trophies, something stupid like that, and I just gave up. The next one, I don't really know what to say about this one either, but got Tear Away Unfolded. Got that one for £6. Probably paid a little bit too much, but it is what it is. And as I said earlier, I'm just going to move a couple around because I need to leave those ones till last. But the next few all got one thing in common, and that is the red spines. Okay, the shine spines from the look of it. But yeah, so we start off with God of War PlayStation hits. I just thought it'd be nice to have a shelf if I could get as many of the PlayStation hits and just have them all red. I just thought it'd look nice. Sue me. But we all know what God of War is. Fantastic game. Can't wait to get stuck into that at some point. Next up is Little Big Planet 3. Again, we all know what Little Big Planet 3 is. I played this when it first came out, I believe. Long before I was a Platinum Hunter, but I enjoyed it. Needed to add it to the collection. The next one. Another PlayStation hits. We got Gran Turismo 5. No, Gran Turismo Sport. What's to say? It's Gran Turismo. Quick little jump cut there because my son woke up. And I always have to deal with him if he ever does. Let's continue then. So we got another PlayStation hits. The Uncharted collection. Sorry, the Nathan Drake collection. Another Uncharted hits, even though I've already got the platinum on this, but I didn't own it digitally, physically. Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition. One that I am intrigued to try at some point in the future, even though I don't watch the anime myself, but not yet at least, or maybe ever. But PlayStation hits Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Another PlayStation hits, Mad Max. I am aware that this one is unobtainable now. Platinum is unobtainable now, but wanted to add it to the collection. Heard it's a really good game. Continuing the theme of PlayStation hits, we've got Mortal Kombat 10. Mortal Kombat is just like goated. Like I think Mortal Kombat is my favourite beat 'em up out of all of them. Although I did originally start with Street Fighter, so then we got Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. This is the only Uncharted game that I've actually played, and it was a long time ago. And I remember seeing all there was, I think it was like 600 collectibles, and I was like, fuck that. Next one is Last of Us Remastered, just a fantastic game. First one was amazing. I'm not saying anything about the second one because people will think that I think in a certain way. I just didn't enjoy it as much. Thought the game was okay, but I just got bored of the second one. I finished it, but I just got bored of it very quickly. Right, so now we're on to my most recent purchases of the PS4 and /PS5. And the first one that I'm excited to play, Hockey and Rocky Reshrined. I don't know how you would say what this game is. Looks like a shmup, but don't know. Looks a funky game though. I can't wait to give that one a try. I really can't. The next one, I did not pay £23 for this. It was £6, and I brought this 2 days ago, and that is Kitaria Fables. I didn't even know the name of it. Like, I just saw it and I was like, that's something new. So I added that to the collection. And then the last one, last but one of my new purchases is Batman the Telltale. I've never played a Telltale game, never. And I thought, why not give one a try? It was £3, so why not? And then my most recent purchase, let me just get it from over by my PlayStation, because I've actually been playing this and I'm having a whale of a time. I'm loving this game, and that is Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I know it's an 100-hour platinum, but I am having so much fun playing this game that I think I am going to go for the platinum. It's fantastic. Like, I prefer turn-based over hack and slash. You can't really class this as a hack and slash, but my god, beautiful game, absolutely beautiful. Right, okay, so now we're getting into the more retro stuff. Not retro, that makes it sound a lot more interesting than what it is. Basically, over the last 3 months, so I purchased an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3 for quite cheap. One of the first games I brought for the Xbox, bearing in mind I've already got like a few games on the shelf for Xbox, because I've got an Xbox Series X, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to start building up a bit more of a 360 collection. So I got Fable 2 and Fable 3. £4 for the two of them from CEX, can't complain with that. Fable games are absolutely amazing. I'm not sure if the first Fable is on Xbox 360 or whether it was on the original Xbox. If it is on 360, then I want it. And then, funnily enough, I got this next game for the Xbox 360. But if I knew I was going to find the PS3 so soon after, I'd have held off, because I would have preferred to have had it on PlayStation. But it's Prison Break, the game. I know I played this as a kid. I loved the show, but I just wanted it in the collection. I just liked it. And now I've got to duck down because I've left these ones on the floor. So this is the start of the PS3 collection. The first 4 games I brought. And they were Call of Duty, World at War, the first game I ever played on a PS3. God knows when it was. Actually, I don't know if it might not have been PS3. Actually, I think I might have played it on Xbox. But it was the first Call of Duty I ever played online. I was an absolute sweat. Like, I can't even stand toe to toe with kids these days, the way they bunny up around corners and shit. But that's the first one I brought. The next one was Call of Duty Black Ops. And funnily enough, when I actually turned my PS3 on for the first time, out popped this game as well. So and you'll see in a minute, I've got about 6 copies of this now. The next one, now, I loved this game, and I know that it, like everybody else, hates it. I think I've met like 1 or 2 people that actually enjoyed it, but I loved it, and it's Brink. I can't remember like exactly why I loved it, but I know I did, and I'm excited to put it on and give it a try one of the days, see how it feels. And the last one, I had to get this because I've never played it, but I've heard it's an amazing game, and I got it for £10, and since then I've seen it in the store for like 15, so I think it might be on the rise. and that is The Godfather 2. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong there, because it might be the original Godfather, but there is those. And now we're going to do another cut, because I've got tons more. Okay, so this is like the start, and it's a very good start of my PS3 collection. Obviously, you've just seen a few games that I brought like the day after I got my PS3, and then it just so happens that I came into, like, some would argue a bit of a gold mine, others would say I got scammed. I really don't think so. But first off, I got Lego The Hobbit. Now, in truth, I mean, I've got it in the collection now, so I can't complain. But the only reason why I brought that is because one of my mates said he needed it. But I didn't realise he needed it on PS4, not PS3. So, kind of brought that by mistake, but £4. Why the hell not? So, here's the story. I went to a car boot sale. Sorry, excuse me. I need a drink. So, I went to a car boot sale a couple to 3 Sundays ago, and I walked around the whole place with my partner, with my son, and I thought it was a waste of time. I hadn't found anything. And then we came to one of the last stalls before we decided to leave and go to the car, or we were thinking of leaving and going to the car. And I've gone up to the store and I says, like, oh mate, so I saw he'd got a fair few PS3 games. And I was like, oh mate, like, how much your PS3 games? And he was like, oh, the prices are on them. I was like, okay. So started flicking through. And the first games that I picked up were BioShock 2. And as you can see, there is a little 5 on the side. Pick that up. BioShock Infinite. Little 3. And then I asked him, like, oh, how much is your Borderlands 2? And he was like, £2. And I thought, okay. These are like 3 of my 3 games that I would consider top tier. I really would like them. So I thought, why not? So I got them. £10 for them 3. But as I'm handing over the £10, he was like, oh, you know what, mate? Anything you see in that box, you can have for £1. I was like, so these £3. He says, yeah, go for it. Okay. So the next ones I picked up were Fear, because I've been after this game for years. Fear 2. Unfortunately, he didn't have Fear 3, which I'm still looking for, and I am drastically hoping to find it soon. Resistance, Fall of Man. The original BioShock, and yes, there was stickers on these ones as well. And Infamous. And then I've lost count, but I think it was Resistance 3, Resistance 2, One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so that would have been it. But then I says, like, definitely £1. Like, yeah, definitely £1. So then I got LA Noire, the original Rage, Lost Planet 2, Army of 2, Prototype 2, and Dead Rising 2. Every single one of them, £1 each. And then I can't remember how much it came to, but I gave the guy the money and I started to walk off. And then he was like, yeah, bud, I'll make you a deal. And I was like, what kind of deal can you give me that's any better than each game's £1? And he went down to the box and he started counting out the games inside this box. And there was 65 games left in the box. Admittingly, some of them were duplicates. And he says, you can have them for 20 quid. I was like, £20 for all of them? I was just, no, you know, do I get to keep the box? And well, there we have it. Now, of course, there are some duplicates in there, but sorry about the squeak and the chair roll. But I'll quickly go through the ones that aren't duplicates. And I'm so happy to be making this video so I can start putting them all on the shelves. But we got FIFA 10, 11, 12 and 13. Yep, they're all trash. They will never be played at all. But, you know, they're in the collection, I guess. There is like another 3 copies of FIFA 11. We got God of War 3, which, you know, got PS3 version and the PS4 version. Resistance Fall of Man, so duplicate. Play TV, probably doesn't even work anymore. World at War, so obviously a duplicate. Modern Warfare 3, nice. Black Ops, so duplicate. Modern Warfare 2, banger game, probably the best one of the lot. Gran Turismo 5, unfortunately the Platinum Edition. I don't like the Platinum Editions. I think they look cheap and tacky. Then we got Mag. I mean, can you believe that somebody paid £40 for that at some point? And I've just picked it up in part of a £20 for 65 games. Warhawk. Now, I've heard that that's an amazing game, but I don't even know what it is. But the fact it's online only suggests to me that it's not even playable anymore. Then we got Skylanders. I know that, like, you have to buy all the figurines and stuff for it, but yeah, it goes on the shelf. Dead Island. Riptide, sorry. Dead Island Riptide. Nice. Then we got Madden 09 and 010. Again, I will probably never play these, but they are now in the collection, so happy days. We have Tiger Woods PGA Tour 8. Again, I will never play it. We've got Syndicate, which I almost brought earlier today. I didn't realise that that was in here, but looks a funky game. Then we got another copy, another duplicate, but this one's the Platinum one. Resistance Fall of Man, and Platinum version of Little Big Planet 2. That one's still in the cellophane. Amazing. Mercenaries 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare. Banger game. Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Obviously don't have a guitar. Don't know if it even work. 3 copies of Guitar Hero World Tour. Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. Platinum edition of Motorstorm. Deus Ex Human Revolution. I've got this one on PS4. Never played it. Assassin's Creed 2. The one and only Assassin's Creed that I've platinumed. A duplicate of Resistance 3. Another duplicate. Black Ops 2. Uncharted 3. Quantum of Solace. Battlefield 3. Vancouver 2010. Tiger Woods PGA 11. 2 copies of Assassin's Creed Revelations. 2 copies of SingStar Take That, which will never see the light of day. I don't know why one says 3 and the other one says 2, but that's what he had them down as originally. Truth or Lies. Again, I think this might be a game that probably doesn't even work anymore. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I'm happy with that one. I do like, even though I've never watched the films, I do like the Star Wars films. One that I'm excited to give a go because I remember playing this as a kid. Condemned 2. Warhammer Space Marine. Dragon Age Origins. Another Black Ops. Formula 1. No idea. Championship Edition, is that? Yep. Ashes Cricket. Bit of ice hockey. NHL 2K9. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We're nearly there, we're nearly there. Metro Last Light. Rocksmith. The original Little Big Planet. And lastly, Virtua Tennis 3. So yeah, so those 65 games, you know, take out the duplicates, both in the box and games I'd already brought, but you're talking like 47 games there that I've just added to the collection for £20, so happy days. And I've just found 2 more games that were hiding at the back of the shelves. Cotton Fantasy, stupidly picked that up from CEX for £20. It has gone down to 10 in the space of like 2 days later. And Hired Gun, which not really a fan of. Like, it's okay, but not a fan. Platinum that one. Dead easy, absolutely shocking game. But I have since realised that there are multiple other Cotton games, so who knows. But yeah, so I'm sorry if this video became a bit rushed. I didn't spend enough time on the games, so on and so forth. Because I'd left it so long, I just needed to get something out so I can like not start from fresh, but you know, next month I can say like, okay, these are the games I brought. This is how much I paid for them. This is where I got them from, and this is why. You know, go a bit more in depth. Add the gameplay, add the music, rather than just having the crappy, shitty music that's playing right now on repeat all the way through. You know, the next one should be a bit more scripted, a bit better. But because I had so many, I just had to get it over and done with. Like a band-aid, just rip it off. It hurts for a second. The next one, it'll feel better. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and peace.